Hello Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Tarot Soul Sun Studio. I am Karo. We are going to perform a cartomancy reading for the end of May 2025. And we have Gypsy, which one was that? Cards. I like this deck. I actually use it normally for clarifications, but this time I wanted to honor it. So here is your reading. We have a 5-card spread for the end of May 2025. So let's see what is in store for you, Leo. So these are our symbols and how the energy is speaking to us right now. And I will be the humble translator of these energies. Okay, so here, end of May 2025. I think this is opening with some sudden developments. You may find something very surprising. Can be also with a bit well, some of you may welcome this with excitement, with this surprising energy, but this development can be also quite shocking as well, because I feel like there is something with loyalty and also things being impulsive. So there is some type of a tension in there. It's very interesting because your reading has the dog and the cat. So you have the dog and the cat. This is, I think, very nice symbols to find together in cartomancy practices. Actually, they are two archetypal energies of love. And of course, they are representing love in very different dimensions, Leo. But you have also the flames here, some fire. You have also the lightning and also lilies as the beauty. So this sudden realization, this shock or surprising development, of course, it's gonna disrupt. Because this can really shake our, we have lilies, like something is illuminated in us. It is shaking a bit our soul. This is not a destroying energy. It's just like things sometimes we cannot avoid. I see it like a tower energy actually in cartomancy. So this can be also the aha moment as well, but it can be oh no as well. So this is fast and it is deep, I have to say. And it's exposing something. Now, as we have here the lilies and the fire, this is like this is how do they say it in English? This lightning is like a suppression to some kind of a peace and dignity, maturity situation. Like you try to stay composed, you try to stay with dignity. You, by the way, I was writing with the color of purple and the ink just spreads everywhere, so sorry for my hands. Yeah, I mean, there is, you try to here stay composed with this, like with your dignity. And at the meantime, you may be trying to keep the things actually a bit like pure and elegant, despite this surprising, shocking thing. But the reality can be actually quite messy there, and it can be quite magnetic. We have the fire here, the flames. I mean, then the question is, how can we keep this like elegant and with peace, but there is some fire arising there, right? So this is, I think, the turning point, but this is also, I think, putting you in some kind of a scenario where you see it and you say, this thing is now undeniable. It is, by the way, this can be literally a sexual tension between you and the person. Just saying. Because it can be, for those who are not in love pursuit, it can be also a creative, a burst of creative inspiration, but this may also indicate a burst of anger. But whatever it is, it's going to be at the gut level, dear friends, okay? So then this is you like seeing what is in front of you, and it's like feeling a bit like torn between being gracious and, you know, with dignity, but also like being real, you know. It can be like the breaking point of grace, because what happens here is like an illumination to the soul, and the soul doesn't want to behave anymore. And at this point, some loyalty enters, which is when things actually go chaotic, which is like want to protect, want to stand by you. Or like there is some kind of a stability we find. Okay, stability. This can be also like a part of you trying to stay true to your values, because it's mirroring the lilies. Like you try to stay true to your values and your promises, maybe, or your past. But this cat energy is quite the wild energy. It's the counter energy, friends. Despite the loyalty and the virtues, values we are standing by, we have some more independent activity here, which is a bit like a mysterious, it's seductive and it's charming, and the cat does what she wants, right? And she's very unpredictable. She's not ruled by guilt or duty, or, you know. So this cat chooses. She's not waiting to be chosen. Now this is, I think, on the psyche level, it's a very interesting development, because I think by end of May 2025, either a rival, a temptation towards the object of your desire, or a part of you ready to stop pleasing and you start living. However, there is a warning, friends, about vanity or self-interest. Or it can be like this, Leo, this can be literally a call for you to reclaim your sensual side and sensual self as well. And things quite actually happen on the psyche level as well. Like your realization, okay, I have to keep the peace, but the passion bursts inside of me. But there is this part of you remains loyal and faithful and super constant. But then there is this another side, though the cat here can be the temptation, actually, can be someone else who is quite untamed, quite unapologetic, quite magnetic. So I think, Leo, I will tell you something, this can be literally an inner tension in you between staying loyal or like going after something which is really attracting you. Like you may also choose to, of course, at that point you will have the free will, you can stay loyal and honor your truth, but the temptation can really pull you in a very different direction, because there is a clash here. So in that case, this may indicate a potential love triangle for some of you. or attraction leads astray, and this is unpredictable. The attraction goes unpredictable, and you are trying to maintain your stability with someone else, it can be. Or this is definitely your own duality, like becoming the faithful lover or seductive mystic person, you know. So there is this wild inside of you that needs to be seen, I think. Maybe that temptation wise energy is like seeing that. It is like attracting you to claim it. But a part of you has to honor the values and virtues you are also want to stand for. So in your life then, who is the dog, who is the cat? Some questions can arise. If I choose loyalty, or am I gonna follow this desire? You know, your internal spark on the psyche level also want to be seen, but maybe, for instance, from a more creative point of view, you want to stay loyal to what you have been doing until this point. So this inner tension between staying loyal to something or like going after a desire is, you know, you can build the history with the dog energy, but with the cat energy it's like the quantum leap which is distracting that, because with the cat energy it's like everything is at the same time happening you know, in all levels. So it's like different realities, and you know, something feels like very delicious, and maybe no one approves that, but it's like, why should I ask permission for this thing? I'm just gonna follow the fascination, it can be. And flames are raw passion, and you know, heat, it does not stay polite, whether it's sexual, artistic, or rebellious, you know, because it wants expression. And of course you're a fire sign, right? Like, am I gonna feed the fire and live for the pulse, or am I gonna stay with the protocol here? Or you can say, no, I have to hold the line, you know, I have to protect what I have built. I'm gonna choose a long game. Now what's gonna happen? But what is, I think, true here, there is definitely the lightning is how it starts, because it makes the both energies and forces in your reading definitely impossible to ignore. So because lightning exposes things in us energetically, so there is this boredom. Sometimes it's sometimes the duty, and you know, it's the crack of this image. Sometimes you want to keep your serenity. It electrifies things, and just this is like something we cannot pretend nothing is happening. So that's why it invites you to a dialogue with yourself to decide how you're gonna move forward from now on. So of course a specific encounter, a specific feeling, you know, can really start that as well. So I think this is you trying to navigate a polarity, but I would say, you know, what I would do, I will not suppress this, but I personally, I would let it to grace evolve gracefully, let's say. So yeah, I mean, some self-reflective interpretation from me to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy my presentation of these little cards that I love so much, their art also. If you have a personal tarot question, you can always come to my live streams called Karo is Answering Your Tarot Question. We can also do one-on-one session there. If you are new to my channel, please check the description box below to see how we operate things in our channel. And thank you so much once again, Leo, for tuning in, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.